Hi again, folks. Welcome to Blue and Gold Talk. This is the video on the channel, if you're new here, that I talk just about anything, but I got a few things lined up in my head already that I wanted to talk about. And I just put a little footnote here so I don't forget, something I wanted to mention. And, oh yeah, of course. Tyson Jost, Kale Clague. We did not give them qualifying offers. I'm surprised we didn't give Jost a qualifying offer. I kind of thought Clague was going to be the odd man out, kind of. Guys, we have to move on. I hate to say it that way and sound cold, but we have to move on. And I'm surprised about Jost. I thought they would give Jost a qualifying offer. I'm a little surprised about this. But let me just check something. I want to just check what it would have been. Yeah, well, look. Let me just make sure that it's the, I'm looking at cap hit. I just want to just check something here. I don't know. Guys, I'm a little surprised they didn't throw a qualifying offer at him. What was his salary? Yeah, it would have, okay, so they would have had to qualify him at $2.25 million. Adams is being careful with the money. It's not a bad thing, guys. It's not a bad thing. And maybe with Clague, they're just giving him a chance to go unrestricted so he can have a chance. You know what I mean? There's a lot of depth in our team now. Even though we have some guys on the team I still wouldn't have here at this minute. There's a lot of depth on this team, folks. So anyway, that's my thoughts there. Well, I'm pumped for tomorrow. Okay, I am pumped for tomorrow. I really am. I'm excited. I know I'm going to be doing some sort of video. I'm still not done this painting, so I've got to finish. I'm finished tonight. Like I've got to clean all my trays and everything now before the paint sets in. And you know, long story short, I got work to do still. I'm looking forward to that because tomorrow I'll have time. I think I'll have time to get some videos out as soon as we know. I'm sure, guys, we're going to be active very early. I don't think we're going to be sitting around all day and we're going to be going like this by the end of the day like nothing happened. I don't think that's happening tomorrow. Not this time around, really. I've got a real strong feeling, guys. We're going to be a little more aggressive this time around. There's a lot more on the line now. This is the era. This is where it begins, guys. Really is tomorrow. This is where it really begins, that we know what we're getting in October. This draft, guys, is just the draft. I mean, none of these guys are going to be Sabres next year. It's just the future. We're looking at the future, right? But tomorrow is the now. So we're going to see what we're looking at in October. Will Olofsson be traded tomorrow? Possible. You know, the next few months are going to be interesting, but I want to be aggressive early. I don't want to be dragging out things to the end of like August. That doesn't make any sense. So I know some of you guys have your own thoughts, who you'd like to see, who you'd like to get. You know, it's going to be very interesting. I guarantee, okay? Call it a gut feeling, guys, but I guarantee you Adams is going to get somebody that we're going to be like, why? Like, it's just free agency, you know? Like, did any of you really see Lyubushkin coming last year? I didn't. So this time around, who's it going to be that we're just going to be like, what is that? Like, you know, it might be just one player that's like a $2 million player or something. I don't know. I'm a little surprised about Jost still. I'm a little taken back by that. It was a good waiver pickup. I don't know. You know, the whole Clague thing is kind of rattling in my head that, you know, I liked what he did. The little sample that we seen of Clague too. So, you know, it can be a cruel game, eh? Sometimes it just can be. It's like, you know, it's not that these were bad guys or anything. It's just, you know, it just happens. You know, like his numbers as a Sabre last year. Just looking at Jost, 59 games, 7 goals, 15 assists, 22 points, a -9. But we've seen some good in him. You know, we've seen that he's capable of playing defensive, as we know, and you know. And then let me just check Clague. Not that the numbers are everything all the time. It's not, you know. Oh, what team do I have here? Okay, there we go. Clague last year, weird to say already it's last year. My God. Okay, 33 games, no goals, 4 assists, -3. I'm not looking in depth at hits and everything, and I'm just not looking in that. But what I seen of him last year, I mean, look, he played some time in Montreal and Buffalo, and it's kind of a bit of a journeyman already. Guys, tomorrow is going to be. I have a good feeling about this year. I'm telling you guys, and it's one of those, I got a good feeling tomorrow. I hope I'm not like tricking myself. I've got a really good feeling we're going to do something. We're going to make a splash. I just got this gut feeling that we're not just going to do the settle thing. And I got a feeling there's going to be some action with the Sabres. I believe that this Jost thing and this Clague thing are kind of, there's reasons why that these signings aren't happening. It's not just because we don't like them. No, I think there's going to be roster spots moved, roster spots brought in, signings, of course, like some free agent signings. I think there'll be some trades. I'm just trying to figure out, are we going to move the obvious ones? I don't know. There might not be many takers like we think for Olofsson, guys. There just might not be. I'm thinking we can get something for this guy. I would trade him for like a second round pick, for a future second round pick, whatever it is, just to open up the cap and then bring in somebody else that we're going to be thrilled about. This is what I'm hoping tomorrow. And it's, look, defenseman is on Adam's mind. He drafted 4 defensemen. 50% of his drafts this year were blue liners. He's aware of what we're aware of, and that's what we need. We need a good, solid, well-rounded defenseman to kind of bring stability in our back end right now. Really, because that's kind of what we're missing, And goalie. I'm not going to write off the goalie idea. I know that he said he's happy with these goalies, and I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. I would not be surprised at all to see us make some sort of a stab at some sort of goalie tomorrow too. This wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't. Even if it's for a short-term 1 or 2 year thing. Something where, we might be making quite a few moves tomorrow. I don't think he's going to sit pat is what I'm saying, guys. I do believe there's going to be trades. I do believe there's going to be signings. I do believe that by the end of the day, we're going to be like maybe swimming in our head with some of the moves that we did, I don't see him trading out any big fan favorites. That would surprise me, like a Scotty Bowman type deal that he did with the Red Wings back in the day when, with Schoenfeld and guys like that. That would surprise me, like Gare and Sauve Dunn Edwards. Like, I would be surprised to see a whole bunch of favorites on this team moved out in a massive trade now. But I do think that we could be trading like Olofsson tomorrow. I could see that happening. But it would make sense if we can trade him for the same amount of money back. Because teams aren't going to just take on Olofsson's contract, folks. And we're not going to eat up any. We refuse to do it on Jack Eichel. We're going to refuse to do it on Olofsson. We're not going to eat any of his contract. But we will take back a player that can be utilized by our team. Like a blue liner that maybe isn't working out over there, and we take him over here and kind of do, if that's what happens. But, I'm thinking if we're going to go and get somebody for free, which is free agency, then we'll see. We'll see what we do, because we're going to have to make some serious decisions tomorrow. I don't want to drag this out till October and we're still questioning who's going to be in our lineup. Are we actually going this route? I don't want it to go that far, so leave it there. As you can tell, I'm just pumped for tomorrow, guys. I really am. My head's swimming of all the possibilities. This is, for us, guys, this is like, Christmas in the summer. This is kind of what this is like. This is potentially what it is. If we make a whole bunch of moves tomorrow, I think there'll be a lot to talk about. I just think we're going to have quite a bit to talk about tomorrow, so I'm going to leave it there. Okay, I got to get my little girl out because Rosie is sleeping on the carpet. What are you doing? You want to go out? She's doing the big stretch, so I got to get out there. She is my girl. Yes, we're going to go. All right, guys, done for the night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll have quite a bit to talk about tomorrow. I'm sure of it. If we don't have anything to talk about, I'm just gonna do a video and do this. Like, like, what's happening? Nothing's happening. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.